Hey. I have to find your comments. There we go. Hey, it's Sunday. Welcome to the banter. Kelly, how you going? Annie, how you going? Hi, Ronnie. How are you? Sarah, look at you guys. Julie, did you see my comment on your picture? I had this dread that it was like someone's butt. Francis, how are you? I can't wait to do a paranormal on your you love my background. The curtains, like seriously, they would have to be from the 1970s, I think. Donna, how are you? Daisy, how are you? How is everybody? How's everybody coping? Everyone's good. What's the weather like down there? It's crappy up here. I couldn't even go for a walk today. It was just so like manky. If you're on for the first time, say hey so that I know that you're on. And my weekend, I what did I do? I didn't really do much. I can't say I've been overproductive this weekend, but sometimes you have those days. Kyle's Sugar Mama. How are you, my love? Kyle's, do you want a reading? If you're on for the first time, let me know. Say hey so I can actually read for you. Hi, Pam. How you going? Lee, how you going? Donna, lots of rain. Yeah, same here. Ari's, I don't know. She's in the other room. Very gold. Do your spell check, Marquise. Stacy, how are you? Check you lot out. Valentine is snoozing by the fire. Seriously, Francis, I want to see a picture of this duck. It's become like the banter. What do you call it? I'm having a brain fart. Mascot. How's everybody coping with the masks? I don't want to yap on too much about. You love my outfit tonight. Thank you. It was chosen for me. Dying to get out in Melbourne. Oh, so we all. Ali, how you going? Yeah, my outfit tonight was actually chosen by my better half. Ali, how you going? If you're on tonight and it's the first time that you've been on, just let me know. I'm not any more dressed up than normal. I just have a small tie on tonight. Loretta, how are you going? Tried to get Jace on, but he's a bit tired tonight, so we'll have to try for another time. If any of you guys have anything that hi Ali, it's your first time. I'll pop you down for a reading. Like second time here. Haley, how you going? Yeah, Tam, can you grab these These reading lists, please. So I know. Haley, you're only on for a little time. All right, let's grab you first, Haley. Today I'm using an oracle deck that I actually trained on. I was going to get rid of this email crap that's coming up so I can see your messages. It's actually a South American Nawali deck. It's I don't know if you can see them, but really cool cards. Macaw feathers on the back. I love them. Why, thank you, Professor. I just told everybody you picked it, so you better not act too coy. Pam, how are you going? Second time, but never got a reading. Hayden, how are you, Hayden? Haley, look at you guys. There's a heap of you on tonight. That's fantastic. All right, let's go. How do you invite others on? I don't know. Tammy, can you talk to Kylie, please? All right, Ali. Let's go. Is it? So need to get my eyes fixed. I'm just reading back some messages. Oh, we hate the mask as well. Milu, I don't know if that's how you spell it. Spell it. Haley, share on the right-hand side. All right, I'm going to get into this one for Ali. Did you figure it out, Kyles? Okay, so these are the Animal Nawalis. Oracle deck that I've used for a long time. I haven't had them out for. Jacinta, how are you going? Haley. Is Haley the one that's got to go to work? Ali, Haley, you've got to go to work. Oh my God, I can't even organize myself with a PA. All right, let's go. Monkey, okay. Why is this not working? What's going on here? Monkey, I'm just trying to have a look at what's going on. There we go. That's better. All right, so Monkey is talking about Haley. I think this is for you. Look at you guys sorting out Kylie. Love it. All right, Monkey. Okay, as you can see, it's a reflection. So it's talking about thinking outside the box a little bit, Haley. So whenever you're being confronted with a situation or whenever you're dealing with a situation, you need to step back a little bit. It's almost like the hangman in the tarot where you need to have a look at things from a different perspective. And so this is exactly what I feel is relevant to you right now. It's like you need to have a look. The monkey's standing over a pool of water, and essentially he's seeing a mirror of himself, but things are not always as they seem. They're reflective. And so what you see in other people and what you see as their faults is exactly what you're actually looking at for yourself, if that makes sense. For example, if I'm in conflict with somebody and I'm feeling cranky and I think that they've done something wrong to me, chances are I've done that to somebody else, and that's why I'm getting the the whole conflict within it. Nelly, how are you, my darling? And so I just want to say to you, whatever conflict that you're facing this week, step back from it, okay? Have a look at where you do the same thing to somebody else and sort that out, because the conflict is in with you. It's not with somebody else. Does that make sense for you? It's like, it's a great card because it really is a mirror of reflection. And, you just sometimes you need to stretch those limits a little bit just to find your solution. So many times we get put in boxes and categorized, and we get told that this is all we can do, left, right. But sometimes as long as you're going forward, that's the purpose, that's the relevance there. So think outside the box and you'll actually find your solution, Hayley. And I feel like this is in life in general. All of us are feeling caged in and boxed in at the present time. And I just want to say for all of you, just step back a little bit and have a look at the bigger picture. Is it time to spend with your loved ones? Is it time to spend with your, your family that you haven't caught up with for a little while? Is it time to do some work that you haven't been able to do some work, if that makes sense? I sound like Rose. No, I don't. I should get her online one night. It'd be funny as. But anyway, yeah, it's just about looking at things from a different perspective, Hayley. Okay, just looking at things from a different perspective. And sometimes we take everybody else's thoughts into our processes and we forget about ourselves. We forget to take on ourselves, if that makes sense, and listen to our own inner truth and our own divine guidance. And I think that it's really relevant at the present time to take the time out to actually find who you are, what you're about, break out of that box that maybe everybody's categorized you into. And don't be defined by purpose, don't be defined by perception. Just break out of it, if that makes sense. I'm going to leave you with that, Hayley. That's funny. Hope that makes sense. Okay. I think I've got Kylie next. Yeah, well, you have to let go of your expectations. You can't have expectations. Expectations breed disappointment. Mind you, I'm the biggest one for having expectations. Kind of. From Survive to Thrive, Sharontal's amazing Oracle deck here. I'm going to pull one of these ones for Kylie. I've got all the decks with me tonight, so I'm just going with what I'm being guided to bring forward for Spirit's banging stuff. What was that? I have no idea what that was. Thump. And the cat's not here. Okay. I'm just going to do this one for Kylie. And then I've got Ali. And then whoever else is on the list. Anyway, Sharon Tells from Survive to Thrive. 8 Lionsgate. Yeah. Oh, it is 2. 9th of the 8th, mine says. Okay. No worries, Ali. You're up after Kylie. Kylie, let's have a look. So these cards are designed to show you what's actually blocking you and what you actually have to do to be able to move forward, if that makes sense. So Kyle's, yours is integrity and clarity. Okay, the mantra on this card, I'll show you the card. Look at this camera. There we go. I am now willing and ready and able to be truthful to myself and others. My heart is open and clear. Okay. The lesson for you this week, Kylie, is patience. Where's the camera? There it is. Okay, it's patience. A lot of us are going through a lot of impatient things at the present time, and we're all having to be patient. But I'm just feeling a little bit as if there's some soul searching going on for you, Kyles. Some deep digging around inside that big old heart of yours. And I feel like there's some realizations coming forward. For a long time, there's been a little bit of muddy water you've been treading around in. And I'm just feeling as if there's a little bit of clarity coming forward and, a little bit of insight and movement that's going on for you personally, okay, outside the family unit. I feel like patience, be patient with yourself, okay, because sometimes I do feel and I do know that you actually push yourself so hard that you are almost at breaking point. And I just want to, on behalf of everybody here, just say thank you, because you are an essential worker. You work in an aged care facility, and what you do is something that all of us sit back and I guess take for granted. And so I just want to quickly say, hey, thank you for looking after all the residents, and some of them in their loved ones, for myself as well. And you know, they're really important. The job that you do is really important. And anybody else that's on here that is a, you know, an essential worker, just let us know, because, you know, I always like to give a shout out and say thanks for the job that we can't do. Okay. This is the best that I can do. Pick everyone up and give them guidance and give them readings. That's the best that I can do at the present time. But I know that a lot of you out there are putting your lives at risk every single day when you go to work. So I just want to say thanks. So back to your card, Kylie. I think that, you know, you need to step back, do some soul searching, and, you know, just make some clarity one step at a time. Okay. Respect yourself is what I want to say to you. It's about, you know, bringing into your life what you need, not what's expected of you. So I'm going to leave that one. There's a kiss for you. Leave that with you. I love you loads. All right, Ali. Okay. Yes, everybody that's on is putting on the list. They'll go on the list. Okay. So now I think I have what have I got now? Ali. I've done Ali's. No, I've got to do Ali's first. All right, Ali, and then I think I've got Pam and Milo. I think I don't know how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I'm stuffing it up. Okay. Ali. Oh, it's one of my favorite cards. Scarlet Macaw. Okay. The Scarlet Macaw is exactly the same as the Phoenix. I have one on my arm right here is my Phoenix. And it talks about resurrection. It talks about rising from the ashes. And so whatever's defeated you in the past, just realize that whatever's left is going to actually help you springboard forward, if that makes sense. And so I know that for you, hi Beck. I know that for you, there's a lot going on, and I know that you've had the Tower card. That makes sense, doesn't it? And you know, you have to remember when you hit the Tower card that you know, whatever is going on near and around you in that catastrophic, you know, blow up, explosion, oh my God kind of world, whatever's left standing is you know that it's actually you know that it's going to be stable, if that makes sense. And so you know, the friends that leave you during a time of crisis, you know that they're not worth hanging on to, because you always know when you're in trouble, the people that hang around you are the ones that you are worth hanging on to, if that makes sense. And so I just feel for you, Ali, that, you know, there's a whole lot of recapitulation going on. There's a whole lot of evolving going on, a lot of downloads going on. I'm hearing spirit for you as well. So I want you to listen to the guidance that you're being given and understand that this guidance is for a higher purpose. Okay. I feel like you're second guessing yourself, and you know, you can't rise from the ashes if you're not listening to spirit and the guidance that you're being given. I feel as if you listen too much to other people and what they think and think they know about you, but essentially they don't, because you know, you're in tune with yourself more than anything else. And so I just want to just say to you, you know, now is the time to have a look around you and look what you have and look what you can utilize in order for you to rebuild your kingdom, essentially. I mean, we are the kings and queens of our kingdom, and you know, now is the time to utilize what we have left. You know, you might have lost friends in this COVID thing, you might have lost loved ones, you might have lost your job. You know, there are so many things that have happened to so many people during this incredible, unforeseen world that we're living in at present time. And you know, instead of looking at the negative, let's start and look at the positive. And you know, essentially it is a reboot. Okay, you know, we're all going to come out of this going, right, now we're going to do this. You know, we may have hated our jobs forever and a day, and we've lost those jobs due to COVID, and then now it's going to go, well, okay, here you go, here's opportunity to move forward. What are you going to do with it now? So just hold on to all those things, Ali, and I do feel that you will come out better, bigger, and a lot more clearer on path, if that makes sense. Put pen to paper. I'm being guided to say to you, put pen to paper. and just start somewhere. That's the message from Spirit. I'll pass that on. Okay. Tam. Don't know where that rat bag cat is. If you're on new, let me know so I can actually read for you. Please. I always like to bring in the newbies. It's always, you know, really important for us to read for people that are come on for the first time. You're welcome, Ali. You're welcome. All right, let's go. Put there. Can you see me? What? I don't know what you're on about, Tam. I can't see you. Right, Pam. I'm going to go to Pam on this one. Pam, I'm going to read for you with Nick Bides. Affirmation cards, okay? These are the cards I'm being guided to give you. Tammy's saying Anita's next, but I've chosen Pam, so I know that they're both going to be one after the other anyway, so we'll be able to do that. And I've got Milo there as well. Anita, apparently. Look at you guys go. Anita. I can't see my list. I need to write it down. Anita. All right, Anita's next. Okay. I'm glad you guys are keeping log because I haven't got a clue. I'm looking at this screen and it's so busy. But anyway, all right, Anita. Yeah, I'm going to go with Nick's cards for you as well. So welcome to the banter. Thank you for joining in. But you noticed I haven't dropped them yet. I just did. All right, so these are Nick's cards, illustrated by Butterfitch. Really simple, love them. Ronit, I was thinking about you the other day, and David. It's been on my mind. Some things you remember. Okay, Anita, let's have a look here for you. Stillness. Where's the stillness? Okay, it's got a little snail on there. I love this card. The mantra on this one is I become still in the mind, body, and soul. I stand back and accept what is going on near and around me. Stillness, okay, by Nick Bides. Now, Nick's cards were designed based on his journey. And, you know, Nick's had an exceptional journey of self-discovery, and he's put these cards together as a way of formatting a pathway for other people. And very similar to what he's been on, if that makes sense. And so I know that these cards are very much to his heart space and very much in alignment with just, you know, life values and things like that. And so when I have a look at this one, it's got the little snail on it. For me, the snail is always about house. You know, you always have your house with you, no matter where you are. You know, you are the epitome of house. You are home, and certainly in symbology, the house is a representation of who you are. And I feel like I want to say to you, be still, be silent, and just tune into yourself, okay? Because I have a feeling, or the way that I'm being shown by Spirit, is that you're searching for something outside of yourself, and the answer is actually internal, okay? And I just want to say to you, Anita, you know, sometimes we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of what's going on that we actually forget to just sit in silence and tune into our own space. You know, there's so much that can be said in silence. You know, when you listen to your own heartbeat, it's such a primal beat. And it just almost resets everything, if that makes sense, because the heartbeat is the first sound that we ever hear. It's the heartbeat of our mother. And so when we're listening internally, we can hear that heartbeat. I don't know if you've ever sat in the bathtub and just stuck your head under the water. You'll hear your heartbeat, and it just resets everything, brings it back into alignment. And I feel like that's what I want to say to you. Just, go inside, be quiet in the mind, the body, and that will reset the soul and just bring you back to balance. I feel like you're standing on one leg and leaning to the side at the present time. And, there are so many things that you're trying to juggle with one hand while trying to, control everything with the other hand. And I just want to say to you, just let go of it all. If it falls to the floor, let it go. The universe and God will take care of it for you. Okay. But you can't just, keep holding on to things in hope that they're going to be utilized or that you're going to be valued. You need to be valuable to yourself before you can be valuable to somebody else. And I just want to acknowledge that. So please be still, be silent. Okay. Take a breath and really breathe. And you will find that things will become a lot easier for you. Okay, I have to send some heartfelt healing towards you as well. Spirit's guiding me to give you that. Okay, I know that you've had a little bit of a rough week, and I'm just wanting to pass that forward and just say, let it go, drop it to the floor. It doesn't matter. You can't control everything all the time. You just have to find peace, and you have to just find balance as well, and that starts with you. Okay. It's like the aeroplane. You can't do anything unless you put oxygen on yourself. So that's the balance one. Hope that makes sense for you. Gay, how are you? Okay. Who have I got next, guys, please? Pam. Okay. All right, I was going to pull these ones for you, Pam, but I've got to pull some other ones. So I just go for what I'm being guided tonight, guys. I've got all the cards in front of me, and usually I'll use one deck or the other deck, but tonight I've got them all. So this is Karen's steampunk deck, one of our favorites. We'll pull this one. So this one's for Pam, who's joining us for the first time tonight, which is awesome. If you're on for the first time, guys, can you just let us know so that we can put you on the list for a reading? That doesn't mean that our regulars aren't going to get a reading as well. We just like to, put those that are new to the banter on first, because I know that some of you guys are always on. And then we'll put you in alignment there. Who's next? Pam, your ring, your card is ring, okay? And whenever I see the ring, I go straight to commitment, okay? It talks about relationships, relationship with partners, relationship with self. This one's got diamonds in it, okay? And my terminology, hi, Elma Ginger. My terminology for ring is, as I was just saying, is about commitment. And this particular card has a diamond in it, okay? And for me, diamonds are always a symbology of, what beauty can come out of pressure, because essentially diamond comes from coal. And so Pam, I just want to bring you to relationships, and I just want to say to you that, it's during the hard times and the testing times that the true diamonds are formed. And it's like the Tower card that I said early on for Ali. You know what you've got left. And I know that everybody's under pressure at the minute. And, I do feel like this is about a relationship or a connection for you, Pam. And I just want to say to you that, you know, it does make you stronger if you can actually work through it. Communication is the key. I'm being guided to say to you, communication is the key. And you need to just keep that open, keep that channel open. And the more you communicate, the easier it's going to become. What we have to realize in our day and time is that we're not alone. You know, we are a part of the greater expanse of all that there is. And you know, we get so scared of not being a part of something that we lock ourselves up and we put walls around us because we feel like we're going to get abandoned, or we feel like we're going to disappoint somebody. And you know, as a result of that, distance gets put in front of us, and you know, we block ourselves off. And it's like skunk medicine, you know, you spray, you're not going to eat for 2 weeks. And so I just want to say to you that, you know, the relationship, whatever relationship you're backing away from at the present time, I just want to say to you, just remember that it's these times that are the times where you actually can utilize that hardship to benefit you. Okay, if you can get through hard times, you can get through anything. And I just really feel that this is a connection to yourself in a relationship, but I also feel that it's a relationship with another person as well. And I just want to bring it closer together. I feel like there's a little bit of distance there. I don't know why I'm hearing the word mum around this as well, so just hold on to that. But you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a romantic relationship that's going on. I just feel like there's distance with a relationship. And my mum was going to say that it's, you know, somehow connected to mum, or there's distance with mum there. So I'm going to leave that with you. And I just want to say, communicate. You know, if she's in spirit, remember that she can hear you. Anne, how are you? Welcome to the banter for the first time. It's lovely to have you. Does that make sense for you, Pam? I'm just waiting for Pam's response to that. Milu, you're next. Welcome to the banter. Okay, I like to try and discuss things. If anybody has any questions that aren't card related, pop them up. We'll answer them as I'm shuffling. I can see your questions coming up. You know, I know that we all need guidance in hard times, so I do offer them here. Oh, there goes my card drop. For those of you that have been on before, I know you all laugh when I throw the cards everywhere. Have any of you bought cards recently? How many of you like gone and bought some cards and are learning to shuffle them yourself? Yes, Hayden, I feel like that's a yes. I just want to keep an eye on the economy there, the Hayden. Check it out first. Make sure that you've got employment to go to. If it's retirement, then, you know, you don't have to worry about that. But I just feel, I know for a fact that Scotland economy can be a little bit dodgy at times. So, yeah. But I get a yes on that one, Hayden. I hope that you like still stay in contact with us if you do that. But yeah, definitely. Look at you, Guy. Gay's got temple cards. Francis has got bird cards. Which cards are these guys? Like temple cards. What? Who are they by? Yeah. So Hayden, does that make sense? So. Milu. All right, here we go. I've got the Toltec cards again. Okay, Spirit. All right, this is the eagle. I'm gonna get used to this camera where it is because I'm so used to using it on the thing. Julie, we'll have to have a look at them on Wednesday. Okay, got eagle there. Yeah, hi Chelsea. Hayden, yeah, I keep getting employment. If you got jobs to go to, it's gonna be fine, lad. Okay. So yeah, just pace yourself. But I do get it's a positive move. Little affirmation cards because you drop the big ones. Are you like me, Francis? I drop them all the time. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Milu and I'm going to talk about the eagle. All right, and the eagle is essentially spirit. Okay, and it's talking about spirit and connecting to spirit. Milu, I do feel that there's a spiritual side to you, and I know that you're advancing in it, if that makes sense. You know, I really feel like it's one step in front of the other. I do want to acknowledge that you've been looking at moving forward career-wise for some time now. And I feel like you are receiving some guidance on that, okay? But I want to say to you, make sure you open your ears and make sure you actually listen to spirit and allow yourself to bring that energy into your heart chakra, because once it's in the heart chakra, you can bring it down into the path that you're actually walking from, if that makes sense. And Milo, I just want to say to you, you know, there's a lot of pressure around your mind I'm actually getting as well. And your spirit's just guiding me to say, get out of your head. I feel as if you're overthinking things. And, you know, as I'm jumping in on a psychic level, I just want to say to you, your mind is so busy. And I just want to quieten your mind a little bit down, if that makes sense for you. You know, there's a lot of pressure there in the head. And I feel like you do it to yourself mostly. You overthink things. Please don't take things personally. You know, I can acknowledge that you're quite a sensitive person, and you do take things to heart sometimes. But just remember that, you know, not everything is about us. We take it to heart, but it's sometimes the conflict is with another person, if that makes sense. So just be gentle with yourself, Milu. Okay. You know, I do feel as if spirit is trying to talk to you, and I'd love to see you in a development class or something along those lines, because I do see you have a gift. And I would love to see that developed. But I just want to say to you, in the meantime, trust in the guidance that you're being given. You know, you have the eagle, he's walking with you, spirit. And I just want to say to you, open yourself up to divine guidance, sweetheart. Okay, open yourself up to divine guidance, and you know, your pathway is wherever you want it to lead. Believe in yourself. Okay, I do see that you have a little bit of a self-esteem issue as well, and I know that there's a few shards of hurt sitting there from the past, but use that as a positive thing. Use it to move forward. Use it as a lesson. And I wish you all the best. I just see good things coming once you actually step forward into that energy and embrace the gift that you've been given. So pass that on. You're welcome, Milu. Hi, thank you. When is a good time to start studying for my teaching degree, this year or next year? Stacy, I want to jump right in on that one and say now. There's no time like the present, okay? Use it wisely. Get in on it now, okay? I feel like there's two things that are coming in for you in regards to your studies, and I want to take the first of them now. Stacy, it's a big yes. Don't wait. Use it now. Spirit's like pushing me. Jody, hi. Nanny Chook. Hey, Ruthie. How are you? Are you well? I love it when my besties jump online. It's so good that everyone supports. supports people. Yes, Stacey, I've got a big now, okay? And I feel like there's something after that as well. So I don't know whether you're going to cross over in regards to your courses, or I'm not quite sure, but I'm just feeling as if I really want to push you to just start. It's almost like if you don't do it now, you're not going to do it. So Spirit's saying just get on in there. And do you know what, Stace? I'm getting like full-time, babe. Full-time hours, Stacey. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this for a minute. We might, yeah, Pam, you'll be able to watch it later. It's all recorded, okay? I'm just gonna pause the card readings for a minute, guys, because I've got Spirit here, and I've got somebody that's wanting to come in through, and I am hearing like a Daphne, a DA, Daisy, Daphne. It's a little old lady, bless her heart. Somebody's granny. I feel like I want to bring in somebody's granny. And so Nanny, I'm just going to pause your reading. Okay, I'm going to get back to it. I promise. I've got it on my notebook. But I have to acknowledge like either somebody who would have loved the daisy flowers, or the Daphne flowers. I feel like they were her favorite flowers. It might be relative to her name as well, though, guys. And I feel like I'm coming in here really, really strongly. I want to put her passing round about 8 years ago as well, okay? So I want to put it almost 8 years ago between, no, she's really adamant. It's 8 years ago. Okay, I've got a grandma or granny that passed away around about 8 years ago. And there's a March connection here with her as well. I have to acknowledge a March connection. And I feel like it could be somebody's birthday who's on here right tonight. So if it's your birthday in March and your grandmother passed away, or your great-grandmother passed away around about 8 years ago, I have her with me. Really suffered with her hands and arthritis as well, especially her knuckles. Maybe not so much her fingers, but she's showing me her knuckles that are sitting there as well. I wore glasses with a string on them. You know, the stringy glasses that you actually, you know, if you lose them, you put them on a string. I should get one of those. Can anyone place her, please? Please, please, place her. You need to comment, guys. Can anyone place this lady? I feel as if she would have passed from an aneurysm or stroke, or something on the left-hand side of her head. I'm also being given I've gotten the D initial. D, Dan, Daisy, D. Dulcie. It's an old name, Gay. Can you place any of this? I know it's definitely a D initial, okay, because she's showing the D initial, and I feel like my head hurts, but also my belly as well. So I don't know whether she was like struggling with some sort of internal thing, but she's talking about March, or making me come to March, or a date in March. And I know that she would have passed around about 8 years ago. It's quite it's quite referenced there, quite there. I sound like a spastic at the minute. I have to go with her speech, actually, Gay. I don't know whether she's had trouble speaking towards the end of her life, but I feel like myself at the moment, as I'm working with Spirit, I feel like I'm struggling to actually get words across, and sometimes that Spirit. Every time I get on here, look at this. I mess my hair up. I need to just leave it alone. It's because Spirit itching me. So, Gay, I've got a lady here. I have to acknowledge a March connection. Okay, can you place a March connection? And I feel like she would have passed something to do with her head, and I feel like it would have been around about 8 years ago. And I know that she liked daisies and daphnes and flowers like that. Can you? Is this your mum? And something with her tummy as well. I feel like I had trouble eating and stuff like that. Hi, Lily. Gay, is this your mum? And she had problems with her hands, yes? My nan. had bad hand patching mask 8 years ago, but her name was Pat and she died of a stroke. Oh, Chelsea, did she like flowers? I know that I've definitely, okay, I've got two here. So I've definitely got somebody here. I know that there's a D initial connected, and I want to see a Dan or Daniel. I want to put a Dan or a Daniel with it as well. Okay, she's talking about a Dan or a Daniel. You can place a Daniel. Well, maybe I've got a double link here, I think. She's so cute. She's so cute. And she's got glasses with strings on them or a chain on them. And I feel like she likes her puzzles, like her crossword puzzles or something like that. Her surname is Daniel. Her what? Gay, is that like surname is Daniel? Look at you guys. Oh my god. Double link on a live show. Wow. They're not making it easy for me, are you? All right, Gay. Chelsea, hold on to this for a minute because I'm going to come back to you. Okay, but I need to go with Gay on this one because I really feel that's where I'm connected to. But Chelsea, I know that there's somebody there for you as well. So just give me a second. Okay, so Gay, let me confirm this. She passed on a stroke. There's a connection to the 8 years ago that she actually passed on. There's a connection to March and, of course, the Daniel. Can you place all of that just to confirm? And she's got the glasses with the little strings on them. Gay, can you place all of that? Okay, all right. Okay, Gay, I definitely feel like I'm with her. I'm with you. Okay, so Chelsea, just hold on, sweetheart. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to go with Gay for the minute. And I feel like I have got your mum here. You know, she is making me aware of the stroke. She's making me aware too that there was something with her speech, or her speech slowed down a little bit as well, and she was unable to get some things out. Also, very meticulous, very orderly type of person is what I'm seeing. And she, you know, she's dressed beautifully. She's got a nice frock on and a little cardi wrapped around her shoulders. Loves her beads, Gay. Okay, so I don't know who has her beads or where the beads went, but she's talking about her beads, and I feel like she had a bit of a collection going of beads. You know, of course you always have those special pieces of jewelry, but I have to talk about the beads, and however relevant they are in sitting there. Okay. Now she's got a gentleman with her, Gay. He's got a hat on. It's like a little bowl, not a little bowler hat, but just like a little fedora type of hat. Okay, I feel like I want to go to church with it on a Sunday. He's dressed beautifully in pants and a vest, but I don't know whether that's what he would have worn normally. And I don't know whether it's his dad or granddad, but it's one of them. And he's standing right next to your mum, so I almost feel like it's your dad. Gaze dad over too. I've got somebody here that had like something with his that's your dad. Yeah, I feel like it is because he's right up next to her, and he's like snuggling in. He's a lot taller than she is, and she's like quite little, which is really cute. But he's just bringing her right in close. He does have like a walking aid with him. I feel like it's a walking stick, but I'm a little bit stubborn with that, and I have to acknowledge that. I also want to come to his abdominal region with him because in an unorthodox way, he's kind of showed me that something wasn't quite right with his intestines. So I'm not quite sure where that places for you, but I have to pass it across the way that he's showing it to me. It's either like a abdominal cancer or something, Crohn's or something like that. I just feel like his belly's not right. Diverticulitis. Yeah, because he's like, well, the way that he showed it to me is like he pulled his intestines out, and I'm like, well, what is that? Crohn's? I'm not sure. It's hard, it's hard to diagnose. But I know it's definitely something to do with his intestines rather than bowels. So there you go, diverticulitis, and Dad's bringing that forward. Yeah, he's on a walker. He's got a stick though. Okay, he's ditched the walker, but he's actually got the stick. Now he's showing me his belly pain, which is really cool. And he's gorgeous as well. He's very straightforward. What you see is what you get with him. And hello, Mr. Whitling. What you see is what you get with him, and he's very matter of fact, gay. And what he's wanting to say to you is stop beating around the bush, and start to speak your truth, if that makes sense. Nobody got anywhere by sitting in the back of the classroom, if that makes sense. And so I'm just feeling as if he's wanting to push you forward. Okay, he's wanting to just push you forward and say, get up the front. Nothing ever good came from sitting at the back. And that's the sort of person he is. I do feel he's more loyal to animals than people, though. Not a very trusting person, but has a really big heart and just wants to pass that love across to you. You've got your mum's jewelry. Dad was a shit. Yeah. He's very stern, but he loves her. He just loves in a bizarre way. Anyway, Gay, that's the message from your dad. He just wants you to stand up, if that makes sense. Your mum is just very much talking about, gentleness. Okay, she's more gentle, and she's saying, cook some old recipes. I feel like you've got mum's cookbook, and I just want to open it up and make some comfort food. Okay, that's what she's just talking about, making some comfort food. She's saying, like, get the when the time comes, get the family together and make some of those old recipes that brought you all together when you were younger. But I know that there's like a recipe book or something like that, because she's showing me the recipe book or recipes or something along those lines. Christmas is going to be different, she says, but don't worry about it. Okay. It's not going to be like this forever, and it's the memories that matter. So we're all going to make memories one way or another, and I think that in general 2020 is going to be certainly one. You've been cooking lots, certainly one that we're all going to be remember. Are you cooking out of her cookbook though? Okay, cooking out of her cookbook. Oh, Bec, do you know who I've got here with me now? Just a pinch. Anyway, I'm going to pass that on to you. And she's just saying lots of love. She's untying her what do you call it? I was going to say dressing gown, but it's not. It's the one that goes in the kitchen. What do you call it? Apron. Yeah. She's taking off her apron and putting it down. She's saying, you're in charge now. Yeah. Yeah, Professor. Yeah. All right, going to leave that there for you, Gay, and lots of love from your mum and dad. Okay, lots of love from your mum and dad. They're really beautiful, and they also want to acknowledge. Let me have a look. Something in April and July. Okay, something in April and July, and I feel like I want to say happy birthday. Okay, so I feel like there's a happy birthday in April and July that they're wanting to acknowledge. I'm just going to pass them across for you. Okay. Leave that there. Chelsea, I'm going to come back to you, sweetheart. I do feel, as I'm having a look there, I'm going to come back. So we're going back to mum. Is that right, Chelsea? Can you confirm that? Was that right? Or grandma? Can't remember now. Let me just pull her back in. April is your birthday. Yeah. She wants to say happy birthday. You're welcome, Gay. Anytime. Your mother's mum. So this is your grandma. Okay. Okay, Chelsea. Well, it would make sense that she had a really good innings, doesn't it? Okay. I feel like I had a really good innings. I feel like I was around for a long time. I feel like I was an integral part of the family. I feel some distance though, so I don't know whether there's an international connection, whether she was here or whether she was somewhere else. But I feel like there's loved ones that weren't around her, Chelsea, or there was loved ones that were distant from her at the time of her passing. Does that make sense for you? I also have to acknowledge with her, she's just talking about the role of the dice, Chelsea, and I'm just feeling as if you know, there's a little bit that's been going on for you, and it's almost like, you know, we all get that roll of the dice sometimes, and we just have to deal with it. It's like being thrown the cards. It's the same thing. We have to deal with what we've been given, and I just, she's just wanting to say to you, you know, sometimes you just have to take that chance. You know, you can't just not do, not live, not be. You actually have to step outside your comfort zone and move forward. And you know, sometimes we have to let go of things in order for us to grow. We can't expand ourselves if we're continually stuck in one particular place, or stuck in one particular mindset, if that makes sense. She's so strong. She's freezing me off. Okay. And yeah, your entire world blew up. That's what she's saying. You know, definitely the Tower card. She's having her nails painted. She's showing me nails and nails painting. So I don't know if that's a memory for you. But I still have to say I still have to say to you, though, that the distance is there. So I don't know what the distance is, but she's just repeating it, distance, distance. You need to bring it back. Chelsea, I feel like you've distanced yourself from people, and that's what she's trying to acknowledge, or what she's trying to say to me is that you've distanced yourself from everybody in a lot of ways and put all the walls up. Let me have a look here. She's talking about her eyes, so I know that she actually had, you know, I don't know, was cataracts or something along those lines. I feel I'm a little blind, just a little bit blind, and I just want to see past that, if that makes sense. You know, just see past what's blinding you. Chelsea, is what your grandmother's trying to say. See past what's blinding you. So it's almost like there's something right in front of your face, and you can't see anywhere else. You can't see around it because you're just choosing not to, if that makes sense. She's really cute too. You know, dressed. She's dressed in a skirt and a blazer. I feel like this is what she would have been. I feel like this is what she would have been buried in, if that makes sense. You know, she's just dressed absolutely beautiful, and she's very. She's showing me that she's got a very strong faith and a very strong belief as well. Okay. And she's just wanting to bring that to the picture as well, and just wanting to bring that to the forefront. I'm seeing a 4-leaf clover, so I have to say that luck is turning, or luck is coming for you. The pendulum does swing, Chelsea, you know that. Okay, the pendulum does swing back. It can't just stay on one side forever, or the seesaw can't stay up or down. It's got to swing the other way. And so she's making me aware that things are coming forward for you. Okay. She's got this beautiful little like a blouse on, I would have to say it, and it looks like it's got kind of pearly buttons on it or something like that. And I just feel like they're absolutely gorgeous, like little pearly kind of buttons. Hi Ruthie, we've got you on the list. She gave me one and mum one, a 4-leaf clover, because you showed me the 4-leaf clover and just reminded me of luck. Okay, as well. Chelsea, I feel like your grandmother went to sleep. Does that make sense for you? Like, I want to come to her head with her, because I do feel that pressure in her head, but I also feel like she just went to sleep. So I don't know whether she went to sleep or she just passed in her sleep, but I have to acknowledge sleeping somewhere with her. Okay. Her feet gave her a lot of grief. She's telling me her feet gave her a lot of grief, and I feel like your feet too. Okay, I have to pass that across. Your feet too. I feel like that runs in the family lineage, and I have to pass that across to you. She's pointing to her arm, Chelsea, and she's bringing me to, I don't know what it is with your arm. I don't know whether it's carpal tunnel or RSI or something like that. But I feel like there's a pain in your arm. Does that make sense for you? Is that relevant? Kylie, Tammy's picking up the list, so don't stress. We'll get to them. Bone cancer in her legs. Yes, like she's just complaining about her feet. Yeah. I just feel like I feel like it's more on your feet though, okay? Not so much in her legs, but her legs are really sore. Oh, Francis, aren't you cute? I love the way you guys all come on and just interact. That's what the banter's about, you know. That's what it's about. It's about bringing everybody together. And yes, I'm doing the readings, but there's so much support here for people that need it. So if you're on for the first time, say hey and let us know, and we'll get you in on a read. Yeah, okay. You're great. Yeah, because she's just saying, what's with your arm though, Chelsea? Was it a new tattoo or something? I don't know. There's something with the arm. All right, I know who she is anyway, so I'm just gonna pass across the message because I've got other reads that I need to get to. Chelsea, she's just wanting to say believe in yourself, okay? And you know, you need to look past that what's in front of your face right now. You need to look past that, and you need to see that there's something beyond that, if that makes sense. I know that it's confronting, and it's, you know, you can't see past that mountain in front of your face right now, but your grandmother's saying you can if you just, you know, look at it from a different angle. There is something further out there. She's absolutely gorgeous, Chelsea. I have to say to you that, you know, she's seeing things moving forward. There's a new business opportunity coming, she's telling me. And you know, I'm just having to acknowledge that you know, I want to go to the year after next, Chelsea, for you. I think next year is going to be about you. It's going to be about reformatting you. It's going to be about, you know, recapitulating yourself. It's about you know, really bringing things in for you. That's next year. It's about you. The year after, I want to go to business. Okay, so just hold off. Next year is a year of healing. Now is the time to just sit silent, do nothing. Okay, do nothing, and just, you know, try and heal as much as you can heal. Next year, you're going to bring things in for you. There's going to be some development coming in for you. There's going to be some new courses. There's going to be some new liaisons, and the year after is going to be a lot more business and stuff like that for you. So I'm going to let your grandma go. I'm going to pass you across with lots of love, and I'm going to move on to the next reading. So lots of love. Ruthie, I can see you. Hi, babe. JJ, how are you? All right. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Nanny. Is that right? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so thank you for being patient, guys. You know, I always have to stop for spirit when they come knocking on the door. I'm going to get back to the cards and get back to some of the readings for people that are waiting for. Tonight might be a little bit longer, guys. If you have to go, I understand that, but I do try and do as many reads as I can for people. Okay. Oh, wow. Nanny, yours is the Scarlet Macaw as well. Okay. It talks about yeah, Jason's right on that one. So you could also be picking up on your grandmother's feet, Chelsea. Okay, but I don't think so, Jace. I feel like this is relevant to her. But yes, definitely. As spirit steps forward, you do feel them, and you do have some of the aches and pains. And knowing you, Chelsea, it certainly could be that for you. But I'm pretty sure that these are your own. So yeah, you'll need to address that. Ruth, do you want a reading? I'll pop you on the list. All right, Nanny, resurrection, coming back to self, okay? You know, everything's burnt, everything's up in flames. coming back to who you are. Okay, we're rising from the ashes is the scarlet macaw. The scarlet macaw in South America is one of the most sacred animals that you can actually get. You know, the feathers are used in ceremony. The feathers are used in adornment, you know, in high priests and things like that. So they were really highly regarded feathers. And the scarlet macaw as a bird is really highly regarded. But what people don't realize is the bird's actual shit. Okay, the scarlet macaw is a really difficult bird. It's very stubborn, it's snappy, it's got attitude, and it's got all of these things that make it such a superior bird, I suppose, or such a superior thing. And it always goes with jaguar priest. The jaguar priest and the scarlet macaw will always have that type of energy near and around them. And so for you, I want to push you forward a little bit and bring in that, you know, that more, I mean, we call it difficult energy, but it's actually not. It's just more forceful energy. Okay, it's about you standing up for yourself. It's about you not being bossed around. It's about you taking hold of who you are and what you want to do, and owning yourself, if that makes sense. You know, I do feel that in your past people would have pushed you down, and you would have been sort of like not having so much self-esteem and not having so much you know, drive to create and to be the best version of yourself possible. But throwing this card, Nanny, I feel like that's about to change. Okay, you know, your world might be burning down right now, but what comes back is going to be stronger, better. But you have to own it. Okay, you can't just have the scarlet macaw and not pay it attention, because it will literally bite you. You know, they've got, you know, they can chew you up in seconds. They're so destructive. You know, when they want to be. But if you can master the energy of the scarlet macaw, you have a friend for life. You know, they're beautiful, but they are very much in control of who they are and what they're about. And I feel like that's what you need to bring into your energy, Nanny. I feel like you need to take ownership of who you are and not put up with any rubbish from anybody, and you know, just own it. There's a lot of integration coming in. There's a lot of letting go. I feel like you need to set your boundaries or reset your boundaries as well. Okay, so no means no, yes means yes. Don't be pushed around anymore. You know, you've pulled this bird for a reason. Resurrection is a big thing. Rebirth, resurrection. You know, you're stepping out of that old skin and stepping into the new one. So essentially you've grown. Okay, the other way to look at it would be, you know, transmutation. You're coming in with the snake and shedding that skin. Scarlet macaw, rising from the ashes. So you've got some pretty powerful totems that are working with you at the present time, and you're gonna feel the shift. So just be patient with it, allow it to integrate. Don't shove it, don't push it, because it'll bite you. And you know, be the best version of you can when the opportunity comes. Don't say no. The opportunities are coming, take them. Okay, that's the message from Spirit. Okay, does anybody have any questions that's not relative to cards? Can anybody see that Facebook thing? I saw on today, somebody posted a Facebook thing of these police officers that were arresting this person, and they were videoing it, and the police officers were like telling this guy to have a mask and asking for his ID and all this sort of stuff. And then the police officer didn't even have a mask on. And when the guy said to him, like, "You're spitting on me," all of a sudden the police officer put the mask back on. It's just like, wow, you know, there's so much double standards going on here. It's just crazy. So much. You just, like, it's so hard to know. When will your kids fall asleep? When you take their iPad off them. Last one, online or in person after lockdown for schools. Huh? Jess, no. I want to go about 8 months, Jess. 8 months for you on that Melbourne trip. Stacey Harris, last one, online or in person after lockdown for school or uni. Stacey, I see both happening, to be honest. I see initially online, but then I feel as if you're going to be moving into a classroom environment, but it might be night school, babe. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Ronnie, When will your kids fall asleep? Yeah, when you take their things off them. I feel like they got iPads or something. You're reading from a different spot tonight. Yes. I'm reading from the other side. All right, Donna. Will you see me again this year? Of course. You better have my what do you call it? All packed up and ready to bring home. Kylie makes the best what's it called, Kyle's? Kylie, what's that food you make me? What is it? I can't think of it. It's got fibro head tonight. Okay, that makes sense with trying to get back to, yeah. Chow mein. I remembered it. Kylie makes the best chow mein ever. Like, oh my God. I'm such a boy when it comes to food. All right. Donna, let's go. Ciao. Are you going home? Are you going? Chow mein. Oh, there goes the cards. They're on the floor. I'm going to use a different deck because I can't be bothered picking them up. Right? The South American deck is finished for the night. Do you know what? And some salami. I want some salami. I like eating that. I'm such a good Jew. Remember that day you killed that pig? That was just traumatic. All right. What am I reading with now? Donna. I did have the other cards, but they're on the floor. Sorry. Mystical Wisdom by Gay Guthrie. I love this deck. This is pretty. See? They're absolutely gorgeous. I have to get some new cards. Oh, Mum. I know. I am a good Jewish woman. Mum, do you remember? Do you remember I posted that bacon and eggs to Granny? By the time she got it, it was green. I posted one. My mum's best friend made the comment, "Oh, that looks yummy. I want some." So I actually posted bacon and eggs in the post from Victoria to Queensland. By the time she got it, it was rank. Absolutely manky. Animal Dreaming Publishing. Yeah, if anybody wants to order any of the cards that I'm using, it's Animal Dreaming Publishing, and Tam's just put up the link there. Okay, so Donna, Self-Reliance is the card that I've got for you here. Self-Reliance. I am nuts about you. I remember that. And you know what was even worse? I had it packed in like one of them freezer bags. Not freezer bag, Ziploc bag. Oh, it's so good. So good. So be careful what you ask for. I'll post it to you in the mail. Donna, Self-Reliance. The affirmation on this is don't be afraid to fly solo, okay? Donna, get rid of your crutches, okay? Now's the time to actually stand up and trust that spirit is guiding you and spirit supporting you. You have some incredible guides in spirit, and I feel like there's some family members that you're really close to that are really, you know, coming forward for you. And I feel like your grandparents were really, you know, really strong or are strong. Sorry, I'm just reading these comments. Leanne, you are not having my chow mein. Anyway, back to this reading. Donna, I just feel as if I want to I feel as if you've got calipers on each side of you, and I just want to kick them off, okay, is what I'm actually seeing. It's almost like you need to free yourself and, you know, just stand up and be who you are. You know, whenever we work in any industry, you know, when you start off in a new job or when you're doing something for the first time, you always feel as if you need that backup. You know, you always think, you know, wow, I've got to do it on my own. I mean, I remember when I was learning to be a barber, you know, the first time they said to us, okay, this haircut's all yours, I just about shit myself. And I'm like, it goes through your head, like, where do I start? What do I do? What clippers do I use? What number? Like 150 things going on, you know, in my head at the one time. And I remember when I did the Barber show, I did a television reality show, and we had this elimination night, and we had to do a haircut on our own, and it was fading, and I got nearly to the end of it, and the clipper guard, it fell off. They're renowned, this 1.5 clipper guard are renowned for falling off, and I went in and just like this big chunk out of the back of the neck, and I just about died in the bum, and yeah, you just have to brace yourself for things that are unexpected and just go with the flow. And I feel, Donna, that's exactly what you need to do. It's like, you know, you just got to keep going with things. But sometimes you have to stand up and you have to take charge. You've got to, you know, own the journey essentially. And this is where you are at the present time. It's, you know, it's always a lot funner to work in numbers, but sometimes you have to, you know, be a solitary traveler. We come into this world alone and we go out alone as well. And you know what people don't realize is that when our loved ones are passing over, it is a solitary journey. They withdraw into themselves, and you know, you might be on the outside telling them how much you love them, and you know, playing music and all that sort of stuff. And yes, they can hear you, but there has to be the understanding that this is their time. This is their time, and you know, you go in the way that you came out with, you know, peace and quiet, and you go into yourself. And I just feel like I want to mention that to you. You know, it's about taking charge after coming into this world and taking charge of your journey. You've had some really tough lessons. Spirit isn't going to deny that. You know, you've really worked hard and you've really given up and sacrificed a lot to be who you are. And I just want to say to you, now is the time to, you know, take those reins, jump on that horse and steer it in the direction that you're wanting to go in. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you. It's about, you know, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Okay, it might feel a little bit weird to begin with, but you know, you will become comfortable. It's like your first day at work, it's weird. Your second day at work, it's weird. The next week, it still might be a bit weird. 3 weeks down the track, some new stuff start, and you go, hey, I'm not the new person anymore. Suddenly the pressure's off, and off you go, if that makes sense. So, you know, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. There's a lesson from the Barber Master himself. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and you know, just rely upon yourself. If you're self-reliant, you're not codependent. Doesn't mean that, you know, you can't love and enjoy people that are around you, but you have to own your journey, own your path, and move forward. Okay, that's for you, Donna. Are you watching it on the TV, you freaks? Box of cards ready to post. Yeah, I need some new cards. Karen Dalton Smith's got an amazing deck I'm going to buy for you guys. I really love it. Stephanie Stevens Menzies is next. Stephanie. Okay. I've got so many spirits here. I'm freezing. What do you mean, am I on? Are you calling me old, Kylie? Sod off. You're going to put me on the television? Oh, you guys are freaks. Seriously. Oh my God. All right, Stephanie, are you there? Yes, you are there. Hey, Steph, I've got Karen Dalton Smith's cards that Spirit wants me to read with for you. The steampunk cards. Oh. Okay. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, I'm just going to do this one. So I've got Stephanie. Airplane. Stephanie, airplane. Okay, whenever I pull the airplane card, I want to rise above things. Okay, I want to see things at it from a different perspective. You know, the airplane has come a long way, and you know, the evolution of the plane has come a long way. Spirit's reminding me, and you know, we can travel in such a short time. And you know, I just want to say to you that, you know, moving forward for you, sorry, I've just got a spirit. I just need to get them to stand aside for a second. Okay. Getting back to the airplane. Okay. I want to say to you, rise above it. Okay. Okay. You can travel the same distance, and all you're going to see is that same plateau. You know, you're going to be on that straight line is the way that I'm actually seeing things. But if you get in a plane, you're going to rise above it, and you're going to see things from above, and you're just going to see how big the world is that you've created near and around you. And I feel this is relevant. I want to bring this to how you feel about yourself, babe. I feel as if there's so many people near and around you that have so much value and love you for who you are, but you doubt it and you don't see it. And, you know, you don't see how important you are to people. And I just want to say to you, you know, like, you have no idea. You know, I'm seeing what Spirit's showing me from above in this airplane, and it's just like looking over this small village that just goes for ages and ages and ages. And that's what you are to people, but you doubt your value. You know, you just do things from the heart. You do things from pure intent. You do things with you know, loving guidance, and you're so loved and so held in high regard, but you don't see it. Okay. And Spirit is just wanting to remind you of your value to other people, and just look in the mirror occasionally and value yourself the way that they see you. Does that make sense for you? I feel like you're really humble, and you're not, you know, you're not seeing the value that you are. You know, it's like those questions. If I went tomorrow, would people even care? And I have to say yes, in a really big way. And so I just want to say to you, step into that love. Feel that people are around you, even though you can't see them at the present time. You know, don't feel as if you're so disconnected from them, because they're there. Reach out to them. Okay, say hey, let them know. Does that make sense, Steph? Okay, that's the message that Spirit wants to pass across. All right. Oh, Professor, I love and value you too. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, guys, I've got 3 more readings. So Tammy, can you please let me know who they are? And I've got a spirit here that I have to jump in on as well. So just bear with me. If you haven't gotten a reading tonight, please don't be disheartened. You should be careful who you love online. Anyway, getting back to it. All right, so I've got Anne, Ruth, and is it Modis, Louise Young. Okay. If I haven't got to your reading tonight, please don't be disheartened, because we have had a big night, and I do try and get to as many as I possibly can. There's another banter on Wednesday, but if you can't wait, then just contact us for a reading. I've got some appointment times available next week, and Tammy's put up the link a little bit earlier. So I've got 4 readings to go, and I've got 1 spirit here. So let's get to them, okay? I'll try and get to them as quickly as I possibly can. I'm just looking at what Tammy sent me through. So Jess. I've got to jump off. Your assessment's going to be fine. Hayden, don't go yet, guys. We've still got some readings to get through, so you don't have to nick off right yet. I'm just saying, you know, if I haven't gotten to you, then I will try and get to you next time. Okay. All right, let me grab this spirit. Okay, I have got a gentleman here. And I'm hearing the name Adam, okay? But I feel like Adam is living. I feel like Adam might be his son, okay? So I don't know if any of you ladies have a partner called Adam, or where the Adam connection is, okay? But I feel like I have to mention the name Adam. I also feel like there's something around the head here, and I have this nauseous feeling with me. So I know that I felt really nauseous, and that sickly feeling usually comes from a cancer related illness, okay? But I feel like I lived life really well, okay? I like to smoke, I like to drink as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an emphysema or a lung cancer that took him out, because I feel really sickly with him. And I've been given the name Adam, but it might be somebody living that he's trying to reach out to, a son perhaps. Can anyone place him? Julie, your son is Adam, but his dad is living. No, this is a granddad, Julie. So, yeah, I feel like he's older. Your dad's in spirit? Because I've been given the name Adam really clearly, and this gentleman, I feel as if he's quite sickly, because I can taste it. Would this make sense, Julie? I've got a gentleman here. He looks like he's about 5'9". His skin is not light. It's kind of like an olivey sort of complexion. And I feel like he really lived a decent life. And I'm struggling to breathe with him. And I don't know whether it's a lung cancer or throat, something like that. For your granddad. Okay. And he lived a decent life. Like he looks lived in. That's the only way to describe him. He looks lived in. He's dressed nice. He's got a vest on and a pair of pants, but I feel like that's the way he is. But I can't breathe with him, and I can taste the cancer in him. And that's what he's actually showing me. And I know that I feel like it was a bit of a slow decline as well. Like it went on for a fair bit with him. But he's talking about Adam, Julie. And I feel like I have to acknowledge that. And I'm hearing the mindset, or Adam's mindset. Okay. So I don't know whether there's things that he's contemplating or things that he's actually stuck in. Your granddad's got an old fob watch, Julie, and he's just like opened it and he's trying to wind back time, but he can't. And I'm just feeling as if Adam might be looking backwards. And the way that your granddad is showing me is like you can't look backwards, you got to keep going forward. So I don't know what it is that your son's actually facing at the present time, but you know, your grandfather's coming forward and he's really clear on Adam. So I just contact him, maybe check in with him. You know, I'm just being told he can't go backwards. I love it when spirit just like gives you what they had. I also get a C initial, Julie. I don't know whether there's a Charles or a Charlie or a CH initial connected with this gentleman, but I have to acknowledge that. Yeah, I just feel as if you need to contact Adam. All right, I'm gonna let him go because I'm sick of his cancer at the minute. Yeah, that's his message, Julie. He's just wanting to come forward, asking that you contact Adam. I feel like Adam's going through something, or his name is Chum. That was his name. Yeah, because I got the CH and I was trying to figure out, was it Charles or Charlie or something like that. But it's definitely him, and he's got his watch and he's just saying, tell Adam he can't go backwards. That's the message that I have to leave with you. So I'm going to leave him now because he's really forceful, but he really suffered with his passing, didn't he? Really suffered with his passing. You're welcome, Jules. No worries. Okay, Tammy, who did I have? Anna. Anne. Okay, Anne. Julie, he's just, as a last word, he's just letting me know that you're gonna be okay. He's giving me the thumbs up for you. And I've got this card for you. Automobile, car. Okay. So the way that whenever I read this card, I know that things are moving forward. Even though sometimes they're not as fast as what we want them to go, they're definitely moving forward. And this is just a reminder that the hard work that you've put in is actually going to be acknowledged. Okay. Sorry, I'm just listening to spirit. And what I'm being guided to pass across to you also is that you hold the burden for too many people. Okay, you hold the burden for too many people, and it is bringing forward the aches and pains, especially I feel like in your shoulder area. So I don't know whether you have a shoulder injury or whether you've had some recent pain in regards to your shoulder. Again, I'm not a doctor, but when you tap into auric field and medical intuition and what spirit is actually showing me, I feel like you're just hanging on to something so hard, not wanting to let it go. And I just want to say to you, release and surrender. Okay, release and surrender. You've pulled the card. Things are going to go forward no matter what, but you can't carry all the baggage with you. So let go of what you can't control. All right. A lot of these readings tonight are very similar, and I feel like that's just the way that the world is at the present time. And you know, I just want to say to you, just let it go, because I know that there's something going on that hasn't presented itself yet. Okay, just bear with me. And are you still there? Does this make sense to you, any of this? What I want to say to you, Anne, is that, you know, you always try and be in control of things, and sometimes you just, again, have to take that leap of faith and just step into the unknown and move forward. Okay, it is about being comfortable without comfortable being uncomfortable. Sorry, so I've got that many spirit in here, and they're just like all tugging on me, and I don't want to bring them through, otherwise I'm not going to get through any of these readings. So I just have to ask them to stay present at the moment. But what I want to say, Anne, is that, you know, you do have that vehicle there. It's ready to take you wherever you need to be. You know, don't worry that you don't have a spare tire in your car. Okay, don't worry that you don't have a spare tire in your car. Sometimes you just have to move forward and trust that you're going to get to the destination that you're going to get through, if that makes sense. It's like spirit is got your back on this one, and just, you need to surrender and just take that journey, take that leap of faith, and understand that you're going to make it no matter what. And I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, release and surrender is the message from spirit. Release and surrender. Your card is the car. So understand and know that you are, you know, you are being guided, and you are on the right path. Yeah, Jody, it's like there's that many here at the present time. Ruthie, let me have a look. Survive to thrive. All right, guys. All right, Ruth, this is your card from Survive to Thrive. Sharon Towles cards. I love these cards. They're so pretty. I've got Sharon's cards for you. Okay, Ruthie. Enlightenment. Understanding. I am the light. I am the light. I now share the light. Okay. Now, I know you personally, and I know just how amazing you are. A positive person for all of us that are near and around you. You do so much for Animal Dreaming Publishing. You know, you're just the most incredible friend. And but I want to say to you, you know, start to shine the light on you. Okay, stop sitting in the background for everybody and start to shine the light on you. You know, you have such incredible gifts, and I feel like you're the underdog sometimes. And you know, I just want to say to you, you know, it's time that you actually stepped out of everybody else's shadows and started to step into your own journey. I mean, I know that you've got the most incredible medicine yourself, and I would love to see you with, you know, some of your own card decks and some of your own inspirational phrases. And I just want to give you a big kick and say, get out there, be the light. You know, be the light for yourself, like you are the light for us. And you know, pick up a sulfur cockatoo feather, illumination. Okay, and just understand that, you know, you can be a backup singer all your life, or you can actually, you know, move forward and you can actually be the center stage. And that's what I want to say to you. Okay, you know, you're not a backup singer. You've got so much value and so much importance that we all hold, and I just know that, you know, you've got something that the world needs. And I just want to shove you out there and say it's your time. Start to make it happen. JJ, do you agree with me on that one? I bet you do. All right, where are we up to next? Is it Modi's? I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry if I don't. Don't need to. I expect it. I want to know, Ruth, what's on your thing. Modi's Louise Young. Good on you, Tammy. I'm reading a typo. She's written M-O-D-E-S. Modis, and I'm thinking, what nationality is that? That's for Jody. Jody Jodes. What a classic. All right, where are we going? Okay. All right, I've got Nick's cards. These ones here. Enchanted Soul Affirmation cards. Illustrated by Bella Finch. You can purchase these through Animal Dreaming Publishing. You can purchase the Steampunk cards through Animal Dreaming Publishing. You can purchase from Survive to Thrive to Animal Dreaming Publishing. And Tammy's going to pop all that links up there. If you want a reading with me, you can contact us during the week and we'll pop you in an allotment. I've got 1 hour sessions available next week. And please join us, share it with your friends. I try and reach as many people as I can. Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, Wednesdays at 12, so that I can get the international crew in. But it's always fun. We always have fun here. It's light, it's lighthearted. If you've got something that you can share with me and you'd love to come on the banter as a special guest, just contact us. Let us know. I'm happy to share the platform. It's not always all about me. I love to bring on, people that have got something to share. This show is about enlightenment and helping people and reaching out to people and loving as much as we possibly can and uniting as much as we possibly can. It is, of course, bringing spirit forward as well, which is what we do. Before I do the last card read, I just want to say too, I've got a show coming up. Would you believe I don't even know the date of it? But let me just have a look and I'll tell you. It is Sunday the 20th September at 1 o'clock. Okay, it's a mediumship platform show and it's $30 a head. So what happens is you pay your ticket, $30 through Eventbrite. You'll get your code and you'll get your Zoom link. Okay, and then we will do a 2-hour platform show, which is all spirit readings. So it's really cool. So I've got that. I've got another show coming up with Geordie James as well. I haven't put the artwork up for that one, but that's coming up in the future too. So we've got 2 platform shows. The retreat that I had, guys, we're going to have to postpone that due to COVID, but that will go ahead. Okay, that will go ahead. Don't forget to come to my own show. Haha, run it. Haha. All right. Last card. This is for Jude's. Yeah, I know. It's going to be amazing. Do you know what, though? I cannot wait to get back on the proper stage. The Zoom is really easy and, it is a little bit more personal for people in one way, but there's nothing like a live audience. And Geordie, I know that you would understand that. Jason, you get it. There's nothing like a live audience when you step out there and, you're talking in spirit. It's just, it can be so funny. Like some of the stuff they say, it's just, just incredible to do a live show. And I just cannot wait to get back onto the live performances, which is really good. And, do some face-to-face teaching and things like that. So that's all going to be incredible. Jody, the card that I've pulled for you from Nick is going with the flow. When I am flying in perfect harmony with myself, I start to fly with life. There's a little frog on a lily pad. Okay. So basically frog dreaming is about cleansing. Okay. And it's about letting go of the things that we don't need anymore and embracing the things that we do need. Okay. When you're in harmony with life and when you're on path, everything just flows. Everything comes in so easily. And it's almost like, you've got, it's almost like you've got, a jigsaw puzzle that just all fits into alignment, and that's exactly what happens when you're on path. Everything just comes at you. Opportunities come at you. Things that you thought were blocked, they start to happen, and everything just really swings into alignment, and you just move forward. And it can happen quite fast as well. But this is just showing to me, Joes, that you need to just cleanse a little bit. You need to let go. Might need that you make amends with the past, or make amends, or what's the word? Make peace is the word I want to use. Make peace with yourself. Sorry, I'm just listening to Spirit. And so basically, you just need to sort of like let that tears fall occasionally. Don't hold it all in. When you hold it all in, the bucket gets emotionally sort of like overflowing, and we just burst at the seams instead of dealing with things on a even keel and a stable manner. And I feel that's you hold everything inside and then just go bleh, and it all comes out all at once, if that makes sense. So when you are flying in perfect harmony with myself, I start to fly with life. So make peace with yourself, make peace with your demons, own them, embrace them, embrace the dark side, hunt out the shadows, and take this COVID time to really go within, motivate yourself, eradicate the things that don't serve you anymore. There's no point in hanging on to jeans that you wore when you were 16 because your butt's not going to fit them anymore. It's just about cleaning up life. And I really feel as if COVID is a reset, if that makes sense. It really is a reset for all of us. It's a reset for life. It's a reset. And I think that once we all come out of it, we're all going to appreciate things a whole lot more. I know I am. It's the little things that matter. Being able to see your loved ones, having meals, sharing time. These are the things that really matter. And I that's what I'm being drawn to for this card for you. So once you can do that and let go and let it flow, then the universe is going to say, hey, this is what we've got for you, and things are going to happen really fast. So I just want to say to you, be prepared, find that time to embrace the shadow side of you. And once you can do that, then everything's going to come forward really quickly, fast, and abundantly, if that makes sense. All right, guys, that's the last read for tonight. It's been such a joy to read for all of you. I know it's been a little bit slower sometimes when Spirit comes through, but that is a part of the mediumship show. Kind of saying throw those jeans out. Yeah, get rid of them. I mean, let's be real about it. Are we kidding? Unless you're like skinny and scrawny, there's no way that any of us are going to fit into the jeans that we wore when we were 16. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so if you haven't got a reading tonight, please don't be disheartened. Yamini, okay, yes, I do feel Connor does think of you, but not in the sense that you're looking for, okay? Not in the sense that you're looking for. So I don't know what relevance that is, but I have to pass that across to you. You're all welcome, okay? Join us again next Sunday night at 8 p.m. I'll put up some links during the week anyway to remind you all. Don't forget all of the shows that we've got coming up. Book your tickets. I will see you all on Wednesday. Ronnie, I feel as if David is wanting to talk to you, so I might have to pass a message across for you at some stage once I have that. He's just not moving on. And I just feel as if I need to mention something. Ruthie, I expect to see amazing things from you. Thank you all so much for coming. I have to thank my PA, Tammy, who does an amazing job. Stace, get on that study. I want to see that, cap and gowns. JJ, I'll talk to you soon. And, guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I love reading for all of you. Hayden, you have to stay in touch, lad. Don't you go sodding off to somewhere else. And sending lots of love from me and Ari. She's up in the other room at the present time, and Thomas is doing synchronized swimming in his tank. So yeah, lots of love, guys. Take it easy, please. Take a bow. Nah, I'm not taking a bow. Thank you very much, and thank you to my beautiful stylist for my outfit tonight. Had some comments on it, and it's been good. All right, guys, I love you loads. Be gentle, okay? Be gentle, and treat this time as sacred time. We're rebooting, we're reassessing everything, and we're going to come out bigger and better than we ever were before. And Kylie, put that chow mein in the fridge and don't let Lily eat it. All right, guys. Love you. Be safe, okay? And as I always say, from the stars to your heart, Spirit loves you too.